Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is a new message for the day, for this time and space, for this date. Okay, this is genderless unless I feel called, I feel inspired by the divine power to bring a gender in the mix here. It is timeless unless I feel I have to mention a timeline, a specific date, somehow, some way. What else? What else do you need to know? Not much. Let's begin, right? You are curious. You are curious what this message is all about. You see, we have a situation here with, this can be definitely a dynamic between you and another. And until not too long ago, maybe you judged them, maybe you were angry at them, maybe there is some disagreement here in the mix between you and another. But you failed to see that they were a part of you, or you failed to see that they were there. The situation happened because you needed to realize something. So there was a need of taking accountability here for a part of the situation, the dynamic, in one way or another. Now, if we are to bring in wait a second, guys. Think about it as the dynamic between Frodo in the Lord of the Rings. It's a lot of Lord of the Rings coming in lately. And Smeagol. Smeagol really wanted that ring. Frodo, not necessarily that wanted the ring. And I don't think it's relevant even the fact that Frodo wanted or not, they didn't want the ring or wearing it. The point here is, our Smeagol in the story was, if we are to translate the situation in your case, they have been given by the divine here a test, but it's more than a test. It's almost like they were allured in, almost like you were a bite to catch the fish, but not in a good way. You were a temptation of sorts for the eye of the dragon. You were a temptation for the eye of the dragon, but the dragon in Smeagol was completely, okay, I see, was completely detached and separated from Smeagol. Meaning, you are the dragon, mirroring back to Smeagol. If you are not going to be able to handle this situation, is what here God wanted to Smeagol to understand. You are not going to be able to handle the ring. You cannot in your position. But our Smeagol here, I believe it took the bite, and it couldn't handle the situation. Their heart was broken time and time again, not necessarily by this situation, or maybe by similar situations. You see, Frodo, which is you, I assume, switch if you resonate with each part, they had a memory in themselves of a Smeagol. And this Smeagol could have come from their father lineage or their mother lineage or vice versa. It could have come from one of the lineages, this memory, and our Frodo wanted, in some cases, for some watching, wanted to save Smeagol. To the price, even to the price of paying the price of giving them the ring. And because this happened time and time again, in many cases, we have now Smeagol running countries. We have now Smeagol in the position of president. And it is not good, is it? So you women out there, me included, why do you give your power and energy to men that you see and know they cannot handle you? You make them presidents. You make them the leader of your home. And now I hear time to say goodbye. So, what else to be said here? Now, temporarily, from the shoulders of some women out there, the burden that they got to carry as a consequence of their actions, knowingly or unknowingly, but mostly knowingly, the burden is being lifted and they are rising. This is the time, the moment to make the right choice. What is gonna be? Smeagol or your hero journey here? It's all, what do you mean? Smeagol? The message comes in a little bit harder than the others so far. I'm not sure why. Yes, what is gonna be? Smeagol or your hero's journey, or your journey. And I have been posting that reading one day, 2 days ago, I don't remember, called "You Are Recovering a Part of Yourself Long Last." That applies to someone, and it will apply to many that will let Smeagol go and adopt a new perspective. Will really take here a new pair of glasses, meaning they will adopt a new perspective. And it's more than a new perspective, it is really allowing the cycle of pain, the vortex of in some cases here it's like a debilitating energy, right? That it's hard to handle if I'm not giving myself to this type of energy, to smiggle in a sense, to a man, right, that doesn't appreciate me and doesn't see me. So this is what's happening. This is what happened, happening, going to happen, going to happen, going to happen, going to happen. So there is a future of a community, of a collective, of the planet Earth that is letting go of an energy vampire in themselves and outside of themselves. And that's how humanity will erase the history of bad leaders in any plane of, in any area. Politics, right? Institutions, hospitals, army, all of them. Okay, that being said, now we are going to discuss a dynamic between someone and someone, you and something, someone you know with someone else you know, you and the person, you and the situation, you and the job offer, you and an offer of sorts, you and your sole purpose, which involves everything and anything. Okay, beautiful. The energy change, right? Changed. This is a beautiful dynamic, I assume. A playful one, hopefully. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful energy. Let's see. Fox. Yeah, I like it. Empowered. Fiery. Mrs. or Mr. Fox. And cat. Gentle. Connecting energy between these two is Corvid, but it's in reverse. Corvid in reverse. Okay. First and foremost, I hear there is an ocean of tears between Mr. or Mrs. Fox and Mr. or Mrs. Cat. And I saw this card and that's what I received instantly. There is an ocean of tears between these two, and you see there is a whole lot of Geminian energy. And Geminis, if they really work on opening that heart, they are, I want to say, the most beautiful and pristine energy ever. And I don't know if I'm saying that because it's something personal to me, but this is, I feel it, like my heart is opening as I'm saying that. Why am I saying that? Why do I feel like Gemini is such a beautiful energy? Okay, yeah, you see, it pertains to the duality of things, to the real duality of things, and the healthy Geminian with an open heart. And I become emotional and a little bit wobbly here. A healthy Geminian with an open heart, man, knows truth, see through people and situations like no other. Fox, look at its eyes. And also it's very non-judgmental, very balanced, again aligned, balanced, I know, I see, I feel, I am. These energies, corvids, if these are dark, bad energies, as Mr. or Mrs. Fox enters the scene, these are distancing themselves. Yeah. Now, we have a cat on the table, and the cat should not be on the table. Our cat here is someone that's a little bit protective of themselves still. Cat is a sweetheart, yet their mind, they might have been a victim of some sort of abuse here, if you want, mental in particular, because of a corvid situation. And when I say the corvid situation, corvid is, in our case, an infection of sorts. It shows up as an infection, as a toxic person, individual situation. Their mind was gaslighted, if it applies, manipulated, by someone here wanted to possess the cat, or it did for generations. Okay, it did for generations. Now our fox meets the cat in person, or however it applies here. These are friends. With benefits. Now hold your horses, because when I say with benefits, I know what the saying means, but I don't think that's what we should take from this dynamic. Although who knows, maybe one, two of you out there, it applies straight as it is. The benefits might be that we really benefit from this connection in whatever way. And somehow our cat put the fox on a pedestal here. That which they don't know is they themselves, if they allow themselves to know themselves more, and maybe to distance themselves from our corvid energy, the fox is what they can embody for themselves, their higher self, their future self. That's why the fox is in their lives. The fox is here so they can absorb all the information, or if it applies, light codes, knowledge, way of behaving, way of thinking, way of seeing things. It is almost like the energies between these two. What a gorgeous cards, look at this. The energy between these two is those of we can put corvid back in the deck because we are done with that energy. The energy between these two is really of absorbing one another into one another. It is beautiful and it's profound. Now fox also, they look at cat and they start to remember how to be a better human being. Now after we describe the fox, you would think they are an amazing human being. That's why I said friends with benefits here, because whatever the cat has to offer in this friendship is that which fox really needs, in a sense here. Imagine in fox's field or life, there are some it is either something around lack of confidence, lost hope. Someone here lost a hope in something. They lost their hope. And maybe a little bit of they lost their confidence in something. Losing hope, losing confidence. And cat has that. Although it seems like in this dynamic we have a teacher and a student. The student definitely has 2 or maybe up to 5 is what I'm being told. Information, characteristic, way of being. It's in their heart. It's about their heart. They have to offer. They have something to offer coming from their heart that fox would really benefit from. And now I'm seeing our fox being like, It is like whatever is coming from our friend cat here, our fox is really, it is like it brings joy back to them, or there is something here with a sense of familiarity between these two that is about to take place. It's almost like fox is saying, oh, I remember you. And then the cat is shape-shifting into a dog just through this soul recognition. Interesting dynamic here. Through this soul recognition, our cat becomes a dog. A golden retriever, if it has a significance for you, a golden retriever, a very happy dog, a very expressive dog, loyal to the fox. And the fox now becomes very, very happy because of this change in dynamic. Okay, what else? Okay, I'm going to put the cat back in the deck and we are going to pull another card. We still have Mr. or Mrs. Fox, but there is another dynamic taking place here between Mrs. or Mr. Fox, which now can be something or someone else than in this previous one, and Mugwort in reverse. Okay, so this is cave bottom of the deck. So this is how, which is in reverse and is the connecting energy between Mugwort and Mr. Fox or Mrs. Fox. Here is what I'm getting. A situation here can be the first dynamic that I mentioned is going to catch the eye of someone else in your life, in someone's life, and they will not, Mrs. or Mr. Mugwort, or a situation, an energy, a job, an offer here, however it applies, they will be like, oh my god, Fox is amazing. It's a good friend. It can be a good friend, a good person. I didn't see that side of Fox so far. I didn't give an F so far. This is how wants to come through. But they seem like it's something or someone worth waiting for, worth fighting for, worth being around, worth learning from. And so they now want to build to gain a place of Fox's table, to gain a place, a seat. They want a seat at Fox's table. But Fox is not very happy about it. Fox says, Listen, Mr. Mugwort, or Miss Mugwort, or however it applies. I know you and people like you. But this might be at a distance somehow. There is a distance here. And as the distance cave in, something would cave in. This is the situation here. There is resistance here because Fox knows something about Mugwort people. But as they cave in, they will cave in, they will give into it, right? As they come closer, they will see also that something here change or something here is worthwhile, or maybe not. It's a risk. It's a risk. There is nothing here set in stone just yet in this dynamic. Fox will definitely take its time. Wise Mr. Fox. They will definitely take its time to get to understand and know Mugwort better before they cave in, they give in fully. They cave in. I'm not getting romantic vibes, by the way, but if it is romantic, this can be very well. Listen, I do like you, but you bring up, you show me, not bring up, you show me some nuances in your persona that others in the past had, and it didn't turn out to be a great connection between me and them. So let's take it slowly. Let's move on with this slowly. But yeah, and cave connection energy might very well be again moving in together or coming closer, crashing into one another. It's in reverse. Maybe someone here says, let's move in together, and Fox is like, no. Listen, I kind of like you, or however, I like you, you are interesting, but let's take it very slowly. Let's not move in just yet. Let's wait. But there is an exception here happening, a divine grace. I'm not sure what. There is a interesting. These two dynamics, fox and cat, again, and fox and mugwort, they can be definitely related. Because through fox and cat becoming closer, becoming that fusion is going to take place where our fox, those insecurities or whatever we mentioned, as those are being healed, and our fox becomes very more like themselves, more and more like them, more integrated in a sense, happier, joyful. These are the words here, joy and happiness. They are not someone to be tricked easily. Not at all. As that happens, that had or has to happen before this mugwort would come into their lives, or there would be any opportunity, any any door open here for mugwort to enter, but also to, I feel like I'm missing here something. Give me just a second. I see. If all that I said doesn't apply, This is what can apply. This is the opening through which mugwort can enter after or in the process of Mr. Fox or Mrs. Fox making a connection, a real soul to soul, heart to heart, mutual, beneficial for both parties between fox and cat. As that happens, mugwort can now enter the scene, not only energetically, because it seems like all the dynamic between mugwort and fox might happen energetically while fox is entertaining a good type of friendship, a good connection with cat. And as that is being consumed, as that contract is being consumed, mugwort is now entering the scene. Probably now it's a reality, when until now it was just an energy. And it's entering the scene, and now we will put all three in the deck, because the energy is changing as mugwort enters the scene. Interesting. Whoa. No, let's shuffle a little bit. As mugwort enters the scenes, you see, as mugwort enters the scene, there is a transfer in energy, in the light codes, a transfer in, this can be a money transfer even, between fox and cat. And now our cat is really is vibrating. I don't know, vibrating very fast, and I feel like I have heart palpitation as I speak. This might very well be them ascending. They are ascending as a result of this energy transfer, money transfer. And as they take their place in the grand scheme of things, our fox really, they get in touch. There is a contact happening between them and mugwort. And if it's not mugwort, it is mugwort, but fox really needs how can I say this? Fox really needs whatever transfer is happening here between them and cat. This transfer is helping them see mugwort for what they really are. Wow. Why do I have in my perspective here, in my spiritual perspective, the story between the Snow White story? Snow White. Wow, fox again. Really? Oh, okay. Should we though? Mugwort actually is just another fox, but fox couldn't see the other fox approaching. So it's something here with similar but not the same, you see. Moth in reverse is the energy that's going to connect, what we are about to unravel here. Hare. Oh my god, this is so cute. We have a hare. Beautiful divine feminine energy entering the scene. Empress. And oak. Ooh. From the Ace of Wands to the King of Wands to the Emperor and more is what I feel. And I have all type of sensations in my body with this card. We have fish bottom of the deck, which we'll pull in a second here as as a supporting energy actually. Yeah, I'll pull it now. And we have now roots bottom of the deck. This very well now can be a romantic dynamic. For some is a job offer. This is a job offer indeed for many, and you might really, with that mugwort situation, you might really doubt it. You might really be like, man, I know you, I know this type. But the thing is, here is a secret that wants to be resurfaced. When you encountered that type, whatever that is, it was when you or the fox had the heart, I hear, permanently closed for love. The heart closed, maybe partially open, but that's why you had all the mugworts. But now the fox is with their heart open, or in the process of. And so you kind of remember, but the present moment shows you another type of mugwort, similar but not the same. Now, what about here? What about the situation? Oh, juicy. So, this is someone, you look how pretty. A feminine energy, someone's feminine energy, a feminine energy that is really revealing herself with all that she is to an emperor type of energy. And you know that the energy makes me feel a little bit like shy. Yeah, the hair here is a little bit shy, isn't? Look at the little beautiful face over there. I didn't know myself like this, is what hair is saying. This is a very beautiful dynamic. Again, if this is love, this is first time that you feel true love. And if it's a job offer, as I said, it's for many. It was always in your shadow. Yeah, and I saw like shadows with the corner of my eye here. It was, you had to go through a process in order to allow your feminine energy to be seen, to feel safe enough to be seen. And our fish is now in the water. As I said, that the fish is in the water, the whale is in the ocean. It is done. Your feminine energy didn't feel safe to be seen by a man, by a community, by a job. Now is the time when hair is ready to be discovered. Come closer. Yeah, you see, come closer, closer. I'm ready to be close to you. I'm ready to accept closeness for the first time in my life. And man, aren't you going to love it? Our fish is now taking different shapes and forms in the ocean. Our fish is coming from the Arctic Ocean and has gone through multiple passes, through multiple oceans. In particular, here can be a situation for someone, maybe it's of significance, the Pacific Ocean, which has the deepest hole of them all, right? How do we call that hole? Let me Google it, because no, one second. The deepest the Mariana Trench, right? The deepest trench in the Pacific Ocean is the Mariana Trench, which is also the deepest oceanic trench on Earth. The Challenger Deep, located within the Mariana Trench, reaches a depth of 36,201 feet, approximately 11,034 meters. The trench is located in the western Pacific Ocean, east of the Mariana Islands. So you have been in a journey here, or someone has. And now here comes the job offer. And when I say here comes the job offer, I really see something heavy. Two muscly arms coming towards you to get you. Same applies. If it's a romantic interest here, you should expect this to happen in the next couple of weeks or so. Right? And if it's a romantic connection, you might have lately, or this will happen, where right before the Oak Emperor type of energy enters, there are multiple other options coming towards you. Like again, this idea of hook being hooked up in really something that doesn't belong to you. Because you see, we have this tendency to say, these men are not good for you. But the thing is, although they are not good for you, you were in the same position at some point. Maybe you wanted a man that was a real catch, an oak, right? But you were not good for them because you were still in your journey of becoming that caliber. Someone needed to hear that. We need to humble ourselves a little bit here, okay? So, here comes the real deal. Here comes the real job, the real, your man, your woman. Here comes. It's here. The oak says, if it's again, it doesn't matter if it's romantic or if it's job offer or an offer. The oak says, I want someone that sees me and wants only me. I don't care through what journey they have to go. Transformation, metamorphosis, death. Meet Joe Black type of transformation. But when they arrive, I am the only thing they see and they want. And they realize, they recognize me and the value that I bring. The hair says exactly the same thing. And that is the moment, the date, 7th of a month, or 7 is of significance here. It's fated. There is a fated date, moment in time, where hair and oak come together, and we take the moth and we leave fish in reverse. In reverse, it's fine. I'm not sure why. And moth, we can put it back in the deck because it's going to be just a memory at some point. Boom. Okay. Now we can put heart in reverse. Heart is a little bit, this energy is a little bit chaotic right now, but let's put it back bottom of the deck for now. I don't know why just yet. We are getting there. Before these two will come together, like let's say right now they are like this, and when they will be like this, someone will find themselves in the Atlantic Ocean. What can this mean? Is this a metaphor? What is this, Spirit? One or both of these individuals, if it applies, job offer, opportunity, will think about going on a cruise over Atlantic Ocean when they are like this. This is what I'm getting, you guys. Anything else? Any meaning of this? There are many meanings of this, and it will ring true for you if this is yours. If not now, at some moment in time, you will come back to this reading. Oh my God, it makes sense. Okay, I have to change the battery. Okay, we are back and we are on live. It's not live, but yeah, maybe one day. Okay, so this is what's going to happen when they are going to be that close. Some sort of a cruise over the Atlantic Ocean, or however it's going to apply. When they are going to be even closer to one another, they will change their mind with that cruise, or with whatever makes sense to you. That's why we have fish in reverse. They will very much see each other in human form. If it's a job or an offer, they will see that offer for what it is in physical form. And in that moment, a storm will come. Metaphorically, mostly. But not in their lives, in someone else's life. And then, and then boom, they meet. Whoa, and when they meet, fireworks are coming off the meeting, the union. There is a lot of crying, joyful tears, a lot of sexual interaction, which is super passionate here in my mind's eye. We are throwing clothes away. And if this is a job, it still applies. The sexual passionate interaction can be very well you finding this amazing job. And if the sexual is the energy of creation, you gave birth to that and you are so excited, right, in yourself for this offer. And maybe you go and you celebrate in a pool. I don't know, and you throw your clothes away. Actually, I'm getting this vision. Okay, interesting. What else? When they are very close to each other, how close? Very close indeed. They will be tempted. If it's a job to hire someone that it's has 85% of all requirements, but you have 110%. If it's a person, should I stay? Yeah, it's okay. Maybe there is not much compatibility, but still it's okay. Temptation. If this job or offer is something you have to learn something about, or you have to put some sort of an effort in to get it, 100 meters, the last 100 meters you may be like, I don't know if I want to post this video. I don't know if I want to do this extra thing, but you are going to do it. I'm not seeing here failure of any sort, just temptation. Okay, let's see. What is going to happen in these dynamics over the next 24 hours? Yeah, look at this. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Remember the cat and the fox. That can be a thing. But I put it back in the deck and I'm going to shuffle. Because how I work with these tea leaves, it's like a huge, probably many of you know this deck. It's like a huge one, and I really intuitively just separate it depending on the message, and I just work with a small part at a time. Maybe this is a message in itself for one of you. Working with a small thing, with a thing, one thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. Ooh, guys, this oak energy, they are really an energy that is very profoundly intimate, gets personal, gets raw, gets juicy, however it applies, with you, with people that they care, with situations they are interested in. They really want to pull in the best way possible the marrow out of the bone. They have been in the Mariana Trench themselves. Close enough, close enough. Whale, great worry over nothing. Remember, the whale is in the water. The whale is in the ocean. So in the next 24 hours, there is nothing to worry about these dynamics. It's almost like, yeah, like a fish, you are going to move through the energies to get to your oak. No? Yes? You are going to nail it. The situation, a certain communication, something here you are going to nail. Okay, purse. Pay attention to your finances. If this is a situation regarding your finances in the next 24 hours, related to our other situations here, you will really hit a button. Yeah, you are going to nail here something regarding your finances, you guys. You will hit the jackpot in the next 24 hours. You are hitting the jackpot. 777. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Look at that. One more. That's it. I don't feel there is anything else to add, you guys. You guys. Okay, you guys. Thank you very much for being here. If you are interested in any of my services, which are so many, and yet everything comes down to, I don't know what am I saying here, God? What am I saying here? If you feel pulled towards my energy, I have many services to offer. You can email me. You can find the email address in the description box below, and we can take it from there. that's pretty much it. Thank you very much. See you in my next one. Bye bye.